We're in. Here we go.
We're in.
We're in.
Heck yeah.
We're in. We're in.
We're
Better than
in.
cheering,
We're
you're in, you're in, you're
And
in.
Happy New Year to you both.
Oh,
Happy
piss
New
off with
Year.
that, Balji.
What up?
What? What is he doing?
I said it's better than saying you're in, you're in, you're in.
Oh no, you know. I just got it. I just got the
Happy
pun.
New Year.
The pun.
Aw, yeah.
That's silly.
It's good stuff. It is.
Happy New Year reading Renegades.
We're
Happy New Year.
just
Right.
by chance.
Is it? Like, this is the first reading Renegades of the new year, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Because we
I
didn't
believe-
stream on the 2nd. We didn't
Yeah.
stream last week.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it didn't
First of
happen last
Yeah,
week.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Happy New Year,
The second
and
I was
thank
there.
you, Crundles. Multiple, you know, you got
Mhm.
the S now. For the
All
raid,
200.
raids, raid. One raid from Crundles. Thank
Multiple
you, I
Crundles
appreciate
in
you,
one
blue
raid.
man. Yeah. Oh, also a first for the year.
Uh-huh.
It's not very accurate, but I have it. It's the first inaugural Digital Dojo stream with closed captions.
Ooh,
Isn't that nice?
That is. I need to
Yeah.
get
Why'd
it
they
to
kick
it.
me out of the call?
Something
still
kicked
see
you out of
Walker.
the call? What?
Yeah, it kicked me out of the chat thing.
Oh, in the
There we go.
the
I am
shared
back.
chat thing? Oh yeah,
yes,
you're
the
back.
shared chat thing.
Interesting. I don't know why. I'm not keeping track of that. I just have my browser minimized. So I am not responsible for twitch.television
Fair.
network-ish.
That's all on
Anyways.
Twitch.
That's
Those
all
ish.
on Twitch. That ish all on Twitch. That's all I got.
Hey, that's all you need.
Yeah, our hearing impaired homies can enjoy with, you know, mostly accurate. I don't know if we're kidding ourselves with the automated closed captions, but it's something. It's something. I've been wanting to do that for a while, and there was always just like one thing I couldn't do, and that was like, you know, exclusive to Chrome, and I didn't want to just like open up Chrome and have it like be a CPU hog or whatever. Yeah. But this is like an actual plugin, so that's nice. Anyways, enjoy the closed captions. Welcome to Reading Renegades here at the Digital Dojo, where we challenge, cooperate, and meditate, usually on the video games. Sometimes it's books, usually on Fridays and the weekend. It's one book in particular, The Odyssey, which we have to go and do our Odyssey. We're very close to doing the Odyssey, you see.
I see.
On book 17, there's 23 books, right? Is that right?
I should probably look.
I think so? Question mark?
Table of contents. 24.
Let me check.
24 books. I was one off.
24.
There we go. So they'll be finished sometime in November.
Yay! See you all on the other side of the year.
Oh, nice.
I hope sooner than that.
No, I hope so too. I need to get back into the habit of streaming. It's still been like hibernate vibes for me. This beginning of the year, and like a bunch of chaos happening in the world is like making me feel icky.
Yeah.
And then like,
Unfortunately, you're not alone in that, Satil.
yeah, I know. I need to. I've really been thinking about doing something about it. That sounds vague, but
I don't
Yeah.
know. I'd vote Satil for president.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I
for
just
sure.
I want to stand with people who are feeling the pain, And
Mhm.
one way of doing that is also checking with your friends, reading a good book, and hanging out with people, and not losing touch with, the issues that are going on in their world that we can all share and hang out and love each other. And that is all.
Sure.
Mhm.
Sometimes a little support is what it takes for us to get through the next day.
Yes.
Mhm.
But yeah, I want to go like protest and stuff.
Like darkness. Yeah.
So, let's see. We got the questions.
Hmm.
How were your holidays?
It was chill. I mostly played played with my baby niece at the holidays.
Aww.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's been really fun. That's
How
like
old is
the
she?
only thing I really cared about. My mom still was like spoiling to get me some gifts, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll throw some stuff on my list. There was like 2 things I wanted, and then the rest I was like, you don't have to get me any more than this. This is like really like the only thing I want. And then she was like, no, put like 6 more things. And I was like, please, please, I don't. Thank you, but
I don't have space for this stuff.
it's so that's true too. That was also on the back of my mind. But what I got was a really cool gift. It was the first 2 volumes from the Katsuhiro Otomo Complete Works, who, if you know Katsuhiro Otomo, is the author of famed manga Akira, also director of the movie Akira. It is a compilation of all the layouts and keyframes from Akira. And so it's just like looking at the anatomy of the entire film. A film I know very, very well. So it's very cool. It even has some cell reproductions in it, like some actual animation cells, like they're layered and everything. It's really neat.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Also, we'll need to do a movie night with it because I have never seen Akira.
it gets crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm a little crazy too.
All right. It is a landmark in animation history for sure. It's also very ultra violent and yeah, gore warning.
Eh.
Yeah,
So was A Clockwork Orange.
this is yeah. I think it's similar vibes, but like more body horror.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my holidays. Celine, your holidays?
Well, I spent them with Tree Blood. We mostly just got to enjoy spending time together. He also whipped out his copy of Detroit Become Human,
Mm-hmm.
so we ran through that while I was there. That was an experience.
Uh-huh.
I think that actually marks the first time I have handed a controller over to my boyfriend so he could beat a part of a video game for me. But, yeah, no, QuickTime events are not my thing, as it turns out. But no, it's just really nice to get to relax together and, like, it generally spend some peaceful time, and, you know, it was just... It was the relaxation that I need during the year that I never get.
Mm-hmm.
So I really appreciated getting to take some time there. I also got to see my son very briefly, so that was nice. Would have
Excellent.
been nice to see more of him, but we can't have what we want all the time. So yeah, and then dragged my butt back here, and now I do the things again. And
Yeah,
immediately
yeah.
got sick because of the stupid airplane.
Ah.
Aw,
I think
damn.
the part that threw me the most about the travel, and I'm just gonna go off on a little bit of a tangent with this.
Go for it.
Mhm.
Heck yeah. So I'm used to flying with Canadian Airlines, and this time around I flew with an American airline. And in addition to being significantly less comfortable, and a little bit weird. Like, I'm used to them having the announcements in both English and French, and for some reason it just really threw me off this time that they only did them in English.
Mhm.
But the when I was waiting for my connecting flight, they were like, "Oh yeah, your flight's been delayed." Cool. It's been delayed 20 minutes. Great, so not long enough to get supper. Got it. And then for like the next several hours, every 20 minutes, they would tell us it had been delayed by another 20 minutes.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
And I think the actual worst part was at one point, the person who was sending the messages forgot to cut out the generated by ChatGPT disclaimer. So they revealed that, yeah,
Wow.
they were actually just using an AI to send the announcements. And it's
Ick.
like, wow,
That's
there's
crazy.
yeah. And then, so finally, I get to talking with the guy at the terminal, and he's like, yeah, even if they showed up in 20 minutes, we'd still have to load the flight crew. You've got plenty of time to go eat. So I go, I sit down, I start eating supper, and my phone goes off saying, you've missed your flight.
What? No.
So I hacking panic, dump what's left of my food, pay for the overpriced airport meal, and get scooting onto the terminal. I get there, the flight crew isn't there, the guy who is heading the terminal isn't there, the doors are completely closed, and there's no airplane. And so I'm
Crazy.
in a mad panic for like 4 or 5 solid minutes until all of the flight crew and the guy show up and are like, yeah, we have no idea what they're talking about.
Oh my
you haven't missed your
gosh.
flight. You're fine.
This was like more of a
So-
psychological experiment than like.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Messed
And of
up.
course, it's air travel, so I can't just like take a packed lunch with me.
Mhm.
I'm reliant on them to be honest about this stuff.
Right.
And so it's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with not flying on US airlines if I can
Yeah.
at all help it.
Wow. That's horrible. I've never had that happen to me.
Well, that was bad, but the person I was sitting next to was on, I believe, hour 47 or 48 of her 10-hour flight home.
Oh.
Like, they had delayed her flights
Mhm.
so many times that she
Mhm.
kept missing the connecting flights by like several hours. And eventually just had to get put up in a hotel for a few hours so that she could come back at 4 a.m. the next day in order to make a flight that ended up not leaving until like noon.
Sheesh.
That's crazy.
It is. I don't know what's going on there, but that was a terrible enough experience. Like, I don't like flying to begin with. I will
Mhm.
drive 14 hours before I will fly 3. But dang, this has me reconsidering my policy of 3 days is too much to drive.
Totally. What just gets me about that is just like the timetables, they need to be responsible by like a person.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? There's no integrity there. Like
Plane. That's crazy.
So yeah, that's my horrors of flying and travel over the holiday. Baljeet, how was your holiday?
It was interesting. I'm trying to like recall. I just feel like it's been so long since then. It's only been 2 weeks, but
but it
we,
feels longer, right? I don't know.
it
feels
does.
like- yeah.
It does. So we stayed in town this year. We had family come in from out of town, and I was excited to see them. Excited for them to see my kiddo. And like the first day or night that we go to see them, like I get like stomach trouble because of like something that we ate, and like usually my family's pretty good about like cross contamination stuff like that. I think there was like nuts or something that got accidentally put into the potatoes I made, or like some other stuff. And so the first night was fine. And the second night, it was like, I cannot go do stuff with family right now. I can't. And so I think I ended up missing out on some hangout time with them because of that. But aside from that, it was a good time.
Oh gosh.
Our kiddo. Yeah. I mean, that was the only thing that was like a rough time. Everything else I think was pretty fair. I'm trying to think what else I did with stuff over the break. Did a little bit of gaming. Oh, I did a new thing where I got some friends gifts on Steam, because I'd been gifted something. I was like, wow, well that's nice. Let me do that. Let me see what's on sale. And I just did a little bit of that for some people. I think it's gonna be like a fun tradition to do that kind of thing. Burb did not care too much for present opening. Like once it was like past 2 gifts, she was like, I want to just throw trash away. And she just like was taking everyone else's like wrappings and papers and stuff and just like shoving it in the bag. She enjoyed that part of it more.
It is kind of the fun part though.
My niece was rejoiced for the wrapping paper and the tissue paper and everything. And her thing is like, taking 2 things and just like clapping them together. And so she was doing that with the paper, and it was just very cute.
Nice. Yeah. We had a really big what was it called? Like a white elephant gift thing. With like family from out of town, and then like our family friends are in town. And my kiddo and I guess we call her my niece, but it's like a family friend. They were arguing over like a little roll of paper.
I guess.
And my
was it
kiddo,
like stationary?
Yeah, it was like extra wrapping paper, kind of paper roll.
Okay.
And so like my kid's 2.5, and the other kid's like 4 or 5, and so just seeing them like get so heated about a roll of paper to want to use that as a toy was crazy to me. And so like at the same time, like both like my wife and I, and then like also our friends were just like, we don't want to like get on to them too much about this because they're just kids, but just like it's like why is this what you guys are like why is this the hill you want to die on right here?
Went a little too wild on the paper.
Come on, man, just one more crinkle. Just one more crinkle.
One more Chris Crinkle.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I don't have much else to report. Let us march on ever forward into the Odyssey. Celine, you said you wanted to do an abridged little recap?
No, I was just putting a blurb out when I did my promos.
Oh, you did?
I basically
Okay.
described it as, oh yeah, we're gonna do a game of telephone from before there were games of telephone.
Yeah.
Or telephones.
Correct. All right. Then you know what? I'm just cool with hopping in and seeing where we are.
Heck yeah.
So, Celine, will you do us the honor of starting?
Certainly.